CBS News Miami.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us. I'm Naja Sherman, and welcome to CBS News Miami's 4 p.m. Quickcast. Let's take a look at today's top stories. Off the top, a child found wandering in Dania Beach. Chopper 4 over the scene. This is along the 200 block of Southwest 2nd Terrace. A child was located safe and unharmed, but was transported to a nearby hospital as a precaution. A woman identifying herself as the child's mother later arrived at the scene. BSO deputies have contacted the Department of Children and Families regarding this incident.
Always alerting, always tracking. This is Next Weather.
And taking a live look outside at downtown Miami, it is cool, breezy, and rainy across South Florida, but how long will it last? Let's get right to Next Weather meteorologist Cindy Pressler, who's been tracking the system. Hey, Cindy.
Hey, we picked up some showers again this afternoon, and at least it hasn't been severe weather today. Nice break from yesterday. You can even see the skies lightening up there in the distance. So 63 degrees, high so far today, 68. This cool air is now settling in. We have an area of low pressure that's still tracking very slowly across South Florida, so I would put it at about here. It's making its way off to the east, so that line of showers and rain is going to continue to move east. We'll still have a few sprinkles or light showers left over this evening, but for the most part, we're now done with this system, and it has been a powerful one. Yesterday, a couple of tornado warnings, nothing confirmed, but we did have a lot of heavy rain and gusty winds with that. At this point, winds are light, but this is going to change in a very big way. Once that low makes its way off the coast, the winds will turn to the northwest and become very gusty by tomorrow. At this point, this evening, 5 to 10. Now look what happens by tomorrow, 20 to 25 at 7 a.m. Stronger winds by the afternoon, especially up at Fort Lauderdale. Northwest winds gusting to 35 miles per hour. You could see some up to 40. Tuesday night into Wednesday. Wednesday still going to be a breezy, coolish day that'll finally ease itself by the time we get into Thursday and Friday. So, of course, wind advisory 4 a.m. Tuesday to 4 a.m. Wednesday along the coastal areas. It does include the Fort Lauderdale area and Miami. With all that gusty wind, it's going to cause problems. We've got gale alerts, gale warnings in effect for the Atlantic waters. You could see seas 12 to 17 feet with some of those gusting up to 45 knots. So boaters might want to keep the boat in the dock. Also, small craft advisory, that's going to be from 7 p.m. until 1 p.m. on Wednesday. So not the best of weeks to be doing anything out in the water. So showers, breezy tomorrow again. Those winds again gusting up to 30, 35 miles per hour. Thursday into the weekend, warming temperatures and nice conditions come back. But this happens to be Severe Weather Awareness Week in South Florida, so we're going to be dealing with a different issue every single day. Today, Monday, we're focusing on lightning safety here across the area. And look at this, lightning events in 2021, 194 million across the country, but Florida stands out. We deal with an awful lot of lightning here, and you got to know how to be safe. Here's your forecast. We won't be dealing with any rain the rest of the weekend. Our temperatures will be warming up nice and slow.
Cindy, thank you. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis heads to South Florida. It's to talk about spring break preparations and how the city is clamping down on spring breakers. CBS News Miami's Peter Dinch has the story.
Miami Beach has announced it's cracking down this year for spring break with more checkpoints and more officers working longer hours. And now Governor Ron DeSantis is assuring the mayor, commissioners, and business owners of the state will provide whatever resources are needed to help out, including sending more state officers here to Miami Beach. Coming up tonight, we'll hear from the governor, the mayor, and a much relieved business owner who all welcome the help. On Miami Beach, Peter Dinch, CBS News, Miami.
2 men were rushed to the hospital. It's after police say their car was riddled with bullets near the Golden Glades interchange. According to investigators, the men were in a white BMW. It was traveling on State Road 826. That's when another car drove up next to their vehicle and opened fire on them. Police say the driver was shot several times. The passenger was shot in the leg. The driver is in critical condition. If you have any information, you are urged to call police. Investigators are trying to figure out who is responsible for an early morning shooting in Lauderdale Lakes. According to detectives, someone started shooting around 3 this morning. It happened in a neighborhood off of Northwest 29th Street and 38th Avenue. A man was hit and someone drove him to the hospital. A neighbor showed us damage to his car. A stray bullet went flying through his passenger side door. We also spoke to a woman who says her son was shot.
I just heard a lot of gunshots, and we were just running for cover. I mean, we was all sleeping, so I just heard him out there. So that's my son. So when I hear something like that, I'm always gonna run to the front. So I came to the front, and that was my son.
The Broward Sheriff's Office says the injuries are not life-threatening. No word on a suspect at this time. They tell us Violent Crimes Unit is investigating. Shots fired in a South Florida neighborhood, and now police say one man is dead. CBS News Miami's Ted Scouten reports in Miami Gardens, and he has the very latest on this investigation.
Police really not releasing very much information on this one. But you can take a look back here. This is where everything happened. This is a pedestrian bridge, goes over the Palmetto Expressway at Northwest 29th Avenue. Take a look at some video. The call came in around 7:30 this morning that a male had been shot. He died on the scene. He was found on that ramp going up the bridge. No word what direction he was heading in. Now let's come back out on camera and give you another look at something right over here. This is where Golden Glades Elementary School is, literally right next door. We spoke to the district today. They said the school was not placed under lockdown, and the investigation is having no impact on the school day over here. Although we did see police and investigators going through the field area here, looking for evidence, looking for anything they may find regarding this crime. If you have any information that can help, call Miami Gardens Police or Miami-Dade Crime Stoppers. That number is 305-471-TIPS. In Miami Gardens, Ted Scouten, CBS News Miami.
Happening today, a window of opportunity for thousands of Miami-Dade County residents who are looking for housing help. The county is reopening its Section 8 housing voucher. To qualify, a family of 4 would need an income of $51,600 or less. The applications are then put into a lottery system. 5,000 names are drawn for the wait list, but the last few times the list has opened, the demand, it's been so high that it's created sort of a backlog. This application process will close just before midnight in 2 weeks on February 19th. For more information on how to apply, just go to our website at cbsmiami.com. When we come back, we are live from Vegas for Super Bowl 58. We're going to have the latest on the big game. Stay with us.
Hey everyone, I'm Betty Lynn.
And I'm Chelsea Jones. Coming up tomorrow on CBS News Miami Morning Edition, a new study is finding parents are dipping into their retirement funds to help their adult kids.
So what you can do to stay financially savvy while still helping your loved ones, that is tomorrow morning at 6.
Welcome back to CBS News Miami's 4 p.m. Quickcast. The countdown is on to Super Bowl 58. We are just 6 days away. Las Vegas is hosting football's biggest game for the first time ever, and the city of Sin is going all out to make sure fans have a great experience. CBS News Miami's Romy Bean joins us live from Vegas. So what kind of excitement can fans expect?
There is unlimited excitement, Naja, really. Even here on the CBS set, fans are milling up and down, taking photos. They get a chance to look in at some of the live shots that we're doing, as well as CBS HQ and everyone. They can look at there. You can roam all the way up and down the strip. There are things for fans to do, and of course there is the betting aspect. And they have really tailored this one to Taylor Swift. There's a lot of Taylor Swift style prop bets to engage fans that maybe like the game but are more interested in Taylor Swift. And then of course, starting as the week goes on, there's going to be the Super Bowl experience over at the Mandalay Bay, where you can do everything from designing your own football to participating in games. It's truly endless, the activities. And of course, it's a little bit quiet right now. The players, the celebrities, everybody's going to start piling in, and you're going to be able to see people everywhere on the strip. So really endless entertainment.
Yeah, whatever brings them in, it's all good. Good for the NFL, good for Vegas. So, Romy, we know the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers already landed. Tell us what is happening today and tomorrow as they prepare for the big game.
So the teams will always try and approach this as just a normal week, right? Keep this as normal as possible. However, tonight is opening night, which is often referred to as just complete mayhem. Now, all of the Kansas City Chiefs players will be available. All of the San Francisco 49ers players will be available. This is, of course, a televised event as well, and it is everybody from the media, the who's who and the who's not who there. So it is, you could call it a giant cluster, but absolute mayhem there. That's kind of their first dose. A lot of players who have been in the Super Bowl before have told me that's the realization of, wow, oh my gosh, this is a lot bigger than just a regular game. So they will do that, and then after that, they're staying about 25 miles off the strip. They're going to try and stay away from the noise and all the entertainment as much as possible and just get to work, go to practice, try and keep it as normal a week as possible while meeting their media obligations, because they go into Sunday and their best mentality is if they can act like this is just any other game, even though we all know, Naja, this is not just any other game.
Yeah, anything they can do to stay focused with all the media hoopla and then being in Vegas. Yeah, that's a tough call for them. Thank you, Romy, for that live report from Vegas. And it is a big weekend here on CBS Miami. Super Bowl coverage isn't just on Sunday. It actually begins Saturday at noon with the Super Bowl 58 countdown show. Then at 1, it's that other pregame show. Then on Sunday, make sure to join us starting at 7 a.m. for a special CBS News Miami morning edition. We're going to have all the day's news plus lots of fun to get you ready for your day ahead. We are followed by CBS Sunday Morning and then Face the Nation. At 11:30, Facing South Florida with Jim DeFeedy will be preempted for NFL primetime. At noon, it's the road to the Super Bowl. Then at 1, a documentary about the longest running pregame show in sports television history, the NFL Today. The documentary is called You Are Looking Live, which is the perfect way then to tee up for NFL Today at 2. At 6, the Super Bowl on CBS kickoff show, followed by kickoff of Super Bowl 58 at 6:30. After the game, make sure to stay tuned for the series premiere of Tracker. Then stay up for all the day's news and post-game coverage with our Elliot Rodriguez and Lauren Pastrana on CBS News Miami at 11. That is followed by The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. After midnight, it is all right here on CBS Miami. That is your Quickcast. I'm Naja Sherman. Stay tuned for more news right here on CBS News Miami and have a fantastic day.